My name is Laura Daub, and we're at Snuffl in Scarborough town, Old Town, and this is a sensory dog garden, and people, owners, dog guardians, and visitors alike come to Scarborough, book ahead, and bring their dog. They have a seat. I ask them to relax into the sofa and just enjoy watching their dog explore this space. This space has a feast for the eyes, ears, nose, taste, touch, balance, proprioception, all the senses for dogs. It's 45 minutes, and within that time, your dog will have explored every nook and cranny, and when you take them home, they'll be lovely, relaxed, and probably have a big nap. I'm a dog coach, and I did my training with Turid Rugas. She's an infamous Norwegian dog trainer, and we learned to observe dogs in our training, and we'd set up enriched environments, much like zookeepers do, and people that work with captive animals, farmers. They're used to enrichment, some of them. So we learned how to set these up, and some of us, Kirsty Grant of the Dog Nose in Swindon, she set up the first indoor enrichment facility in the country. My friend Penny Clayton, also a colleague and a student of Sheila Harper, she set her sensory outdoor garden in Sussex. It's called Crabtree. So there are a few in the country. There are many, many, many in Europe. One in Canada that I know of, and that's where I'm from originally. And so it's really an opportunity for dogs to come to a place that is safe, because that's their primary concern, is safety. So they come in, they have their harness taken off, it's locked, they know that no other dogs or humans are going to enter the space, they can fully relax and explore. It's excellent for all dogs, and especially dogs with mobility issues, older dogs, blind dogs, deaf dogs, all sorts of dogs can benefit from this experience. And it's a very bonding experience for humans and their dogs. This sensory indoor garden is made up of different, not really areas, but what I call fixtures. So definitely the Wendy House is a fixture, these doll houses and different child play stands, and the things that I don't move around very much are fixtures. And then the elements are items such as things that have a lot of scent value. So a glove, a gardening glove, a sock, just anything that humans or other dogs or animals have touched. I have horse blankets over there in that swimming pool. I have old horse tack that all the buckles have been removed. I have some rabbit bedding that's been donated to me by a Scarborough resident. I have all sorts of things. There's herbs. And then, of course, I hide treats and chews. They're by JR Pet Products, so really well made. And they're in certain areas, like these boxes. I hide them sort of on blankets. There's some Cornish oak over there, some trees that I hide it on. And there's pate that I hide on the cones. And the reason that I use the blue and yellow cones and cups there, when the dog first comes in, they see blue and yellow really well, and it's a dopamine hit. So they come right in and they eat that. They're like, oh. Sort of like us having a really lovely bite of scone with jam and cream or something, just sort of, or whatever it is, a beer, some bacon, I don't know. So it just relaxes them, and then they can explore. And there's water everywhere, so in water bowls for dogs to drink, because it is a bit thirsty work. And their owner can just sit down, and if the dog jumps up, that's fine, has a rest, goes back down, has another explore. It's 45 minutes of the dog's time. So
Heather likes to sniff, so she's been really relaxed. She's not one for treats, but she's found some treats that she likes. And she's tired now. She's ready to go home, have a bit of a snooze.
A lot of people take their dogs out for huge runs and things and think that is a good, a tired dog is a good dog, but this is a different type of tired. This is a calm tired. The dogs that you see that are being run, they're exhausted. So that's not a beneficial thing, because then it's a loop of hyperarousal and exhaustion, which a lot of dogs experience. I also run something called the Slow Dog Movement, which is a community interest company, and it's all about teaching people about the dog ethogram, which is how dogs are naturally, and dogs naturally do not run you know, unless voluntary, of course they do by themselves, but it isn't natural for them to run with humans or to run beside bicycles or to chase balls or frisbees. They would never do that. Street dogs don't do that kind of thing, and that's who we study. So I do ask people to take their dog for a toilet, like a short walk, and make sure they've had a meal, because they don't want to come here and be hungry. That's torture. That's like us going to a dinner party and our host saying, "Are you really hungry? Okay, go get your meal. It's all over the lawn." That's just a horrible thing to do. So I want them to be toileted, you know, calm, not had much going on in the morning, and they come, you know, whenever they come in the day, that's the protocol. And to be fed, not immediately before, but not be hungry. So.